Of course, we're going to talk about the filth that is Sneako, but we are also going to understand the psychology of this young boy, for there is much for us to gain in terms of knowledge. For example, Sneako, and somebody let me know what his government is, because I don't want to call him Sneako. Who would want to even associate with someone named Sneako? Sounds like he's not trustworthy. He is the result of when a child is raised by an iPad. Yes, little boy Nico, he is just a lost boy, the direct result of when an iPad raises a child. He is indeed a TikTok thought. Everything he does is for the likes and clicks of viewers. And we're going to get into it. This is the fakest guy on the internet. Oh, yeah. A little Sneako. And, you know, because I'm a thorough man, I'm going to show you guys the origin. You guys might say, why would this knockoff Bruno Mars, Why would this knockoff Bruno Mars come at the saint like that? He should know better. Why he do that? Well, it turns out I hurt his feelings a while back. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the footage where we hurt his feelings. You did. Yeah, I hurt the boy's feelings, but today we're going to hurt more than that. Here we go. Now, you might say, why would a skinny, funny-looking, corny like Sneako think he could play around and around with bosses? Why would he think that? Why? Well, he ain't really think that. He was just hurt. Let's find out, when was the first time the big homie hurt his feelings? Here we go. This is way back, you dig? I think I was in Phuket right here. You heard me in the Waldorf Astoria. You know, just living life like a P, man. And I was actually reacting to a Fresh and Fit video that was featuring DJ Fatademics Livingston. And during that time, Sneako had appeared. Now, mind you, I'm not familiar with Sneako. Now, me being a man of respect, I show respect to all persons because I demand respect. And if you deny me my respect, well, you might have to get checked, you dig? Because the way I was brought up, we'd die and kill for respect. Let that be a lesson to everybody. And there's some other nerds in addition to Sneako who are going to be put on notice. And by the way, let's not call him Sneako. Let's call him Captain Sheraho. That's right, Captain Sheraho. And we going to get into that too. We doing it all. But let's rewind to the time when we first heard Sneako's feelings. This is actually the first time I ever heard of Sneako. Right here. Here we go.
Okay, so this other gentleman shows up. His name is, I don't want to mispronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I understand it to be Sneako. Sneako is my understanding of how that's pronounced. I've seen his name associated with Fresh and Fit a lot coming up on my YouTube feed. I've not heard any of his work. My understanding is that he also is a content creator, I would imagine, very successful, and that he got banned, and now he's on Fresh and Fit. I don't know, just maybe keeping his profile up.
Now, mind you, what kind of a gentleman am I, right? You know, I'm there speaking well of him, even though I don't know him. Say, you know, he's probably a successful guy. He got banned. He's, you know, I'm just keeping it solid. You heard me? Just being a real one. Oh, let's go. Now, mind you, shout out to Sneako, who all of a sudden likes to show up wearing sunglasses indoors at night, trying to look like a knockoff copy of Andrew Tate. Is it? Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right, now I want you guys to pay attention. I teach you guys always that, you know, within this ism, we respect and honor women. Now, thoughts and 304s, that's a different story. But if it's a woman and she's comporting herself in a respectful way, she's not disrespecting you. You see, the male and the female are a natural pair. Only a weirdo, an incel, or a MGTOW, someone who can't get a woman, yeah, they hate all females because they can't get one. But you have to notice the nature of someone who reaches out to attack and bully a female. And we already know the female is the weaker gender. So what kind of a male are you when you reach out unprovoked and try to attack her? And as I said earlier, I was complimentary to Sneako because I never heard of him. You heard me? So just as a boss, I'm not going to insult a man I don't know, I never met. And one thing I want you guys to mark my words on: the whole internet. You've seen me go at a number of people, always in response to what they said about me. And one thing you've never witnessed, I've never one time apologized. I've never one time took my words back. I never asked for a fade and then was going to turn down the fade. I was always talking reckless and saying, look, I'll let you die with your dick in the dirt. You heard me? It's really like that. I don't know why these nerds bring me up, because they ain't on my caliber. Now, let's get to the work, which was the very first time I heard Sneak Ho's feelings.
They put in chat, they're like trying to get the most motherfucking guys to get most bitches.
Can you say way?
Way?
Way.
Way. Why?
You got the deepest voice I ever heard.
Serious?
Deeper than all
It's
the
because
men.
I'm speaking in English. I can speak in another language and will be a little bit more softer. I have to get in my voice like more hard to get the words out.
Now, let me be honest with you. So the Sneako fellow, first thing he says is basically an insult to the Brazilian individual. I had to call the individual an individual. You dig? We don't know what it is. But on a serious note, that speaks poorly of you. If you show up, you haven't introduced yourself, you haven't said your name, you've not created any bond or foundational rapport with anyone, and the first thing out of your mouth is an insult, that does not speak well of your character or of your soul. I would hope that no one represents themselves like that. I don't respect it. Number two, it's very easy to pick on a female. A female, you can with your mouthpiece, you can break her down into tears. It's easy to do.
Now, real quick, Saints, let me ask you guys a question, and let's be honest here. Based on who Sneak Ho has displayed himself to be on a consistent basis, ask yourself this. If it was a man sitting there on that panel, would Sneak Ho have went at that man and insulted that man? I bet my life he wouldn't, because he's soft and sweet. You heard me? He's a gummy bear. He would have never said that to a man, because he's a fearful coward, and he would have been scared he'd got his block knocked off. But to the female, oh, he got some big talk. We gonna go in. So this is when I first heard Sneako's feelings. And I know that this is the case because an insider source, you heard me? I ain't gonna name nobody, told me, oh, Sneako watched your video and he was angry about what you said about him. I said, oh, fantastic. Tell him to holla at me. We could discuss it offline, face to face. He ain't never banged my line. Anybody shocked? Thought he would have knew better than to bring me up based on that response.
I'd rather see somebody do that to a man who is their enemy, but to do it to a defenseless female who already is born as a female, having variable self-esteem, being neurotic about her looks and her appearance and the way she's perceived. I don't respect a man attacking a female causelessly. It's bullying, it's trashy, and it's ultimately very weak, because she hasn't said a word to you, little buddy. She hasn't insulted you, and here you are, you show up talking greasy to her. And the worst thing about it is that you're questioning something that is so fundamental. If it is indeed a biological female and you're saying that she sounds like a man, that's a very hurtful thing to a woman. You wouldn't really want to say something like that to a woman, because you're saying it to her in front of over 100,000 people. That's not.
Now, let me address something really important. You have a lot of weaklings who purport to be alpha males. They're actually quite sensitive. I heard some of these cowards say, Marquett, leave him alone. He's changed his life. He's a Muslim now. He's submitting to Allah. Leave him alone. Nah, all that. We ain't leaving alone. And I'll tell you why. If he actually follows the Deen of Islam, which he does not, in Islam, it defines the man as a wali, as a guide, as a protector of the female, not one who would attack the female, huh? And furthermore, you don't get to pick which parts of the Quran or the Bible or any religious book that you follow. Do you all really believe that he is following that religion? You'd be a fool to believe that, and let me teach you why. In Islam, there is an Arabic word called fitra. Fitra refers to your natural sense of right and wrong. Before you've been taught of religion, before you've been taught of God, before you've been taught of morality, it is what feels right in the human soul, your fitra. Now we got to know this boy's fitra is all up if he think it makes sense for him to lay on the bed with his girl and another dude show up like it's an episode of Blacked, like it's calm, and start stroking out his broad with him right next to her. His fitra all up. That's his nature. People say, Marquett, you got to let this guy slide. They're going to call you a bully. Well, God damn it, I'm a bully. I'm a supervillain, God damn it, and I'm just warming up. And I'm going to tell you another thing. History matters. Understand this. When you go to a job interview, right, they ask you to bring your resume. What is your resume? Your resume is your work history. It is your past. Why? Because your history and your past matters. We don't ever erase it or forget about it. So if he was a weirdo in the past, it's an indication that he'll probably be a weirdo in the future. And what you should understand is, as I pointed out, he's just a lost boy looking for a daddy. Yes, he is like one of these 304s out here. He's a TikTok thot. He's looking for a daddy. And you know what right now? I'm giving him a spanking like I'm his daddy. I'm going to give him some guidance and mentorship like I'm his daddy. Yeah, I'm Sneeko daddy, teaching him the things his father ain't taught him. Father ain't tell him, don't bully girls, son. It's not manly, son. Father ain't taught him, you're the protector of the woman, son. You don't put your woman out for every random guy to deal with and lay hands on, or in your case, lay to, huh? Now, for you imbeciles who are soft and weak, listen to the warrior king. Let me teach. You talk about history. Leave Sneeko alone. Sneeko's a Muslim now. Sneeko's following the Deen of Islam. Sneeko's over here talking about Allahu Akbar. No, I ain't buying it. And I'm going to tell you why. If you got Mia Khalifa, do you know who that is, Mia Khalifa?
Yeah.
Who is it? Oh, how you know that?
She's just famous.
Because she's famous, you nasty. You should be watching her. Okay. You know, Mia Khalifa's a actress. Okay, cool. But now she's retired. She's no longer a actress. Now she's a podcaster. She's an influencer. That's the past. Let bygones be bygones. So what you gonna do now if you go ahead and you meet Mia Khalifa and and you find out that she was a actress and she wants to be your main woman, maybe even become your wife and wants to go meet your family, would you introduce Mia Khalifa to your parents? Maybe there's the off chance that your parents might find out that she used to be a actress and they say, son, what the you bring this hoe around here for? And then you say, well, don't worry, Dad. Don't worry, Mom. She's not currently a actress. She used to be a actress. She's changed her life. That's the story people tell me about Sneeko. He's changed his life. So you the same weirdo because Mia Khalifa changed her life. You gonna still marry her? You hear me? Because it's the new Mia Khalifa? Nah, she's a star. That was in her goddamn soul. That's who she is. That's the kind of person she is. Your decisions are a representation of who you are and who you've been. History is a teacher. Your past matters. But here's the worst thing. Yeah, sure, there's some people who make changes, but trip on this. If you track Sneeko over time, and we're going to go through the background, you see that Sneeko has made a lot of identity shifts. He's been many people might say he's two-faced. Yes, he used to work for Mr. Beast, and then he got fired working with Mr. Beast. And what did he do? Did he say, thank you, Mr. Beast, you famous celebrity YouTuber, you gave me an opportunity? No, the day he got fired, he turned around and made a video called Mr. Beast Exposed, and then tried to gain views off of insulting a man who gave him an opportunity. What kind of sneaky snake in the grass is that? No integrity. I wouldn't trust him. Sneeko has always been a dirtbag. Why do you say that? Because he takes religion as a cloak. He puts it on as a cloak to hide himself and cover over his sins and his past misdeeds. And what he does is he wears the cloak of religion, the cloak of Islam in the public. And then when he goes into private, he resumes his filthy behaviors. He is the same thing as one of these Instagram models. You know, the ones showing their booty on Instagram, and then you look at their profile description and it has a Bible verse, and you think, whoa, you're using the Lord's name in vain. You got Genesis and Proverbs in your description, but then the photos, you're a cold whore with your body out. Which person are you? That's what Sneako's doing. Yes, he's a church house whore. Yeah, we're going to get into it. He's always been a liar and a deceiver. If you believe him now, you are a fool. Understand this. I'm going to play a video for you where he is looking at a video of Andrew Tate, insulting Tristan. Yes, hating on them. And then he tries to become him. Just imagine. You talk greasy about him, then you start wearing sunglasses indoors during your Fresh and Fit interview. Who you trying to look like? You insult Andrew Tate, and then you start smoking cigars all the time. Who you trying to look like? You do an impression of Andrew Tate talking about what color is your Bugatti, and then you drive up and open your door in your ass Hellcat and say, what color is your Hellcat? First off, bruh, that don't even count. We don't even consider that the Hellcat, bro. That's every day. Knock it off. I know hood that got Hellcats, man. Get your money up. If you're gonna floss right, little buddy. So you're gonna basically insult Andrew Tate, then try to become Andrew Tate, and then go to Andrew Tate's house and be seen with him and try to gobble up his clout, not admitting that you disrespected him in his absence, which is something I would never do. I don't ever disrespect another man when he's not around. And one thing I can promise you, mark my words, if I said it on here, I say it anywhere. Huh? Now, do we believe that about Sneako? Ask yourself, if I was face to face with Sneako, would he even make eye contact with me? He'd be scared and quiet as a church mouse. Yeah. I mean, look at the boy. He weigh about as much as a tie. Come on, bro. You know, he don't want this work. But yeah, this is when Sneako got his feelings hurt.
It's not a good look. Some people are trying to go viral or get attention. That's not manly. You don't do things like that at all cost. So, you know, and I'm not going to say, oh, no disrespect. Yeah, take it how you want, because I'll give a oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Now let me let you guys know something. You see that? You see that? I said I don't say no disrespect. If I said it and it's disrespectful, fantastic. You ain't gonna do because I'm the boogeyman of the internet. I am Suge Knight in this. And what I mean by that is while you guys were at home beating off your meat and playing video games when you was a kid, I was off the porch. You dig? Yeah, I'm a legend out here. You could go to my neighborhood. They got hood stories about me, little buddy. And you could read my book, The Black Box. You can get it on Amazon.com. Yeah, that's my life recorded because I lived a life of meaning. And you can search court cases and see that I'm a real one. So don't bump your gums at me, boy. You get your helmet slapped off, little buddy. Yeah. So this is when we hurt Sneako's feelings, and I was disrespectful about it. And that was based on who he is, based on his conduct. That's not based on me feeling any kind of way about it. Because check this out. From the beginning, you saw me being respectful. And then I observed that he behaves like a brute, like a weakling and a fool. And then I had to chin check him. You dig?
Try not to curse here.
Can you speak Portuguese?
Claro que eu posso falar em português. Beijo, Brasil.
That was deeper.
No, what's that?
And the worst thing about this guy is he shows up and he's trying to clown this girl, but he's basically clowning her on something that was already mentioned earlier in the podcast that pretty much everyone has spoken about. It's not very clever.
Yeah, I mean, you like the thing is, again, like I said before,
It is what it is, bro. Like,
men,
Double
it's not,
standard.
it's not. No, it's not. It is what it is. It's a lot of men feel this way. It's just that they don't.
Oh, she's single.
Yeah,
Oh,
none
so
of your
Sneako
business.
had to sneak up. She had a boyfriend. That's what happened.
Okay, so let's get back to this work. Let's get to this work. So our question here is like, okay, Sneeko, that's why you got your feelings hurt in the first place. We understand. Now, what happened such that you felt the need to bring up the big homie's name? Because the big homie ain't mentioned you, little buddy. So what caused this opportunity? Now, this we really need to think about, especially for you Muslims out there, huh? Now, apparently, I know the Deen of Islam better than you guys, and for the Christians, I know the Bible better than you guys, and I'm willing to teach. Yes, I'm willing to teach. I want you guys to take a look at this. And shout out to the homies Fresh and Fit, you dig? In a real way. Shout out to the homies. Yes, Snako in a real way. Check this out.
Oh, so
College
Eric
right
sounds a 50-year-old person.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, that's at least talk
But
to people of
I did see one great debation.
Now, one thing that's curious to me, one thing that's curious to me, you got Fresh and Fit, right? They're here hosting something on their platform that's going to earn them some money. That's a beautiful thing. I don't ever knock the hustle. You heard me? Then you have Sneeko, who shows up every week as a special uninvited guest. I mean, god damn. And then you have Mo Leston. This is the boy with the blue hair. This is the kid with the blue hair. He weird as hell. He's bisexual. Would you ever date a bisexual guy? You would never. You would never. Just a no-go. This guy's bisexual. Anyways, so you got wait, what are we talking about? There's no such thing as bisexual for a man. He guzzles Skittles. He eat fruity pebbles. He be eating fruit roll-ups. You guys know what I'm saying, right? So you got the Skittle guzzler right next to Sneeko, right? And they seem to be getting along really well, vibing. And Sneeko's over here like, yeah, man, I agree with you. I agree with you. And I'm just sitting back like, wait, hold up. That don't make sense, my Muslim brother. That don't make sense, Aki. Here's why it doesn't make sense, Aki. Because in Islam, they have a very specific view of the behaviors that molestany engages in. That behavior is called sodomy. Now, let us understand that every religion, by nature of being a religion, is extreme. You hear people say religious extremists. No, religion itself is extreme. In the Bible, Jesus encourages you not to be worldly, not to be of this world, which is to say the very nature of Christianity means you're in rebellion against the greater society. And the same is true for every other major religion. In Islam, which Sneeko purports to be a Muslim. Oh, and why did Sneeko become a Muslim? Because his other daddy, not Marquett daddy, but Tate daddy, became a Muslim. And then he said, oh, Tate's a Muslim? Well, when Tate was wearing sunglasses indoors, I had to get me some. When Tate wanted to smoke cigars, even though that's against Islam and it's against good health, I had to smoke me one. And now Tate is following the Deen of Islam. Well, Allahu Akbar, I got to join up. That's what Daddy did. Little nerd. Yeah, he doesn't make decisions. He's a follower. We're in a dark time when the followers become the leaders. Listen to me. It's a dark time when the followers become the leaders, and the people who are being misguided by them, they don't realize that Sneeko's just playing follow the follower. Yeah, he's basically a fan of Andrew Tate, and he's following all the other fans, which is to say emulating Andrew Tate, which Tate has a lot of great characteristics. But I don't know if I would hold him up as an example of Islam, but it doesn't matter because Sneeko didn't go to Islam for Islam. Sneeko went to Islam to try to emulate Andrew Tate because he is a lost boy. And the thing about lost boys is they don't know what to do. Best thing they can do is imitate their daddy. Huh? Yeah, that's the best thing they can do. Carrying on. Oh, and I saw someone foolishly say, don't disrespect Andrew Tate. First off, I didn't disrespect him, but if I wanted to, I'll disrespect anybody, including you. If you have a real comment or question, feel free to send it through as a super chat. We will address it. Carrying on. Now, what I wanted to point out to you guys who don't know Islam, this would be including Sneeko. This was narrated by one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Abdullah ibn Abbas, and it is following. It is stating the following: if a man who is not married is seized committing sodomy, he will be stoned to death. Stoned to death. So you're telling me, Sneak Ho, you're in a religion that would stone someone to death. Capital punishment, death is violent and unpleasant enough, but to die from stoning is a very tormentful punishment. It is torturous, which shows you the seriousness. That being the case, how is it that you, as a Muslim, a follower of Islam, sit next to a sodomite over here talking about, oh yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. All buddy and comfortable with your butt buddy. I will tell you why, gentlemen. Again, mark my words. Anyone who comes after me is always an immoral dirtbag. Why? What do I teach you? To remove vice from your life. Do not drink alcohol. Do not consume intoxicants. Do not consume sugars. Don't drink coffee. Clean up your life. Don't lay down with low women who are beneath you. Be honorable. Be a protector of women. I teach you morality. Only the wicked come against me. He's sitting there next to a sodomite, agreeing with the sodomite. Why? Because birds of a feather flock together. They have something in common. They're both homosexual. And why is Sneeko not come out of the closet yet? Because he doesn't have enough sense of self. He doesn't have self-identity. That's why you keep seeing him redefine himself. I'm an atheist. I'm a Christian. I'm a Muslim. 5 years from now, he gonna be hollering peace to the saints, swearing up and down that he always followed the ism. Understand me. This is what happens when a boy is lost and is raised by the iPad, has no proper parent, searches the internet for a daddy, finds not one but several, and looks at the one he finds to be the most popular because he goes with whoever's winning, and he picks Daddy Tate. The reason he insulted Tate from the beginning is because Tate was the new thing on the scene. He was not yet dominant. When Tate became dominant, then he said, I'm going to go with whoever's winning. And that's just what broads do. Understand me, gentlemen. Not we, because I don't do this. The red pill says, oh, the women, they just want to wait at the finish line and pick the winners. The women don't want to build with you. They just want the guy who already won. That's what Sneeko's doing. He insulted Tate when Tate was on the come up. Then when Tate won, he said, oh, I want to hang out with this guy. I want to be seen with this guy. Yes, he has no decency. No, he's not honorable. There is one man on the internet, you'll notice, been solid his whole way through. I've never betrayed any of my friends. None of my enemies have turned into friends. I've kept it solid on both sides. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now listen to these two butt buddies sitting next to each other, seeming to have so much in common. And so a question is going to be posed to the Captain Stinky Cock, and Captain Stinky Cock is going to start lying. And I want you guys to remember the chief tool of the wicked is deception. Tell me if you believe what you're about to see. Watch this.
Between Marquett and yourself.
Who's Marquett?
Wait, let me rewind this. Listen to the lie.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, that's
Listen to
at
this
least
lie.
talk to people of
I did see one great debation between Marquett and yourself.
Who's Marquett?
The Saint.
Right there. Okay, cool. How can anyone respect a male who gets railed in the butt? Just generally, that's weird, right? But more importantly, I'm on this man's mind constantly because I obliterated him and embarrassed him in the debate. How is it that Fresh says, well, there's a great debate between you and Marquett, and then he says, who's Marquett? Does anyone believe that he doesn't know who Marquett is? Does anyone believe he doesn't know who Marquett is? How do you come onto my channel and not know who I am? How do you make 6 videos about me and not know who I am? How do you make more than 8 hours of video about me and not know who I am? It's blatant dishonesty. How could we follow such a person when they're clearly not telling the truth? Huh? So you have one butt buddy number one, Captain Stinky Cock, molesting. He starts with his lie. And then look how Sneeko, this has nothing to do with Sneeko. Sneeko's irrelevant. He needs to just stay in his lane right now. He's irrelevant. That's why he's always going on Fresh and Fit. And notice how he jumps in there uninvited and unsolicited. Now, the funny thing is, if I was there, he would have never spoke up on me. Now, let's get back to the footage.
Person.
Huh? No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, that's at least talk to people of
I did see one great debation between Marquett and yourself. That was
Who's Marquett?
the Saint, the sinner.
Oh my God.
he got
You
destroyed,
guys
man.
like these guys?
Now look at that. Look at that. You hear irrelevant Captain Sheraho. You got Captain Stinky Cock next to Captain Sheraho. You know what a hoe is? Okay, so yeah, okay, good. You caught up. So, anyways, then he just jumps in there talking about, yeah, he got destroyed. First off, nerd, nobody asked you anything. Second off, this boy got obliterated. So that's how we know that you're emotional about it. You're emotional about Marquett because Marquett already put you in line. You heard me? Yeah, you emotional. And what you did was the wrong thing because you just set yourself up. And we gonna work.
Or are you guys enemies?
No, he got destroyed.
Listen to it. Look at
Oh
him.
shit. Okay. that's not
I
right.
can't even lie. Like Destiny did destroy him. It's not the fact that I agree with what he's saying, but it's just that was bad.
I like Sneak On. I think he's back.
I
you know?
said that as
Now notice what kind of a clown Sneak Ho is. As he's saying that, molesting, he calls him Snake Khan. You see, a weak man must find alliances for they can't stand strong on their own. A strong man can stand independent and take all that comes. Huh? Notice, I never try to be buddy-buddy with anybody. I'm slapping helmets off left and right. And if you guys check my record, if somebody want to speak up on it in the chat, you heard me? A couple of the people who thought they were beefing with me, apparently, somebody want to say what, because somebody, I don't want to say nothing, you heard me? But y'all know what's up with me. Now, Sneeko starts babbling his lips about the big homie, which is ironic because when my name came up, nobody knew who Marquett is, but now they know. And now they making up stuff. Fantastic. There was a question of who's Marquett. I'm your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Clearly, they all watch my content, steal my and then repeat it back to you like they smart. But the real question is not who is Marquett. The real question is who is Sneeko? That's the real question. And today we answer that question, ladies and saints. Yes, indeed. We got some work to go through. Shall we bring in the evidence? Leafy is here. Clips writes his government name is Hubert. No lie, piece of what kind of name is Hubert? Oh hell no! You know that's a name, and you don't even English not even your first language. That's a cornball name, Hubert. I can't even imagine like getting no pussy and just calling you Hubert. Like you stroking her out. She's like Hubert. Can I call you Hugh for sure? Sure, Hugh. Like, no, this is terrible. Who the kind of parents? This man is a bastard, had no daddy. Flex G writes, is it ever reasonable to let my girlfriend know that you are down financially? Probably not a good idea because here's the thing. Unless you need her to break you off and you're pretty confident she's about to lay some greenbacks on you, keep your problems to yourself. And most importantly, tune in to a live I got upcoming. It's called Avoid Showing Your Girlfriend These Insecurities. This seems to go directly with that. So keep that on the low. You dig? He writes and asks for money. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know if you want to ask. I mean, state what the issue is. And if she really messing with you, she going to turn it over to you. You heard me? If you let her know you got a money issue and she really rocking with you, she going to lay some greenbacks on you. You heard me? If you stressed out or you're a hardworking man, she should be kind enough to lay some warm punani on you. You heard me? That's love. That's how a woman got to love on you. He writes, I know she will help me out with it, man. Get the help if you need it. I mean, God damn it. Why wait? He writes, will this affect our relationship in a negative way? Not if you can recover, But if you keep on losing, yeah, winning heals all things. But if you keep taking L's, yes, it's going to affect things. Absolutely. Shout out to Buzek. He writes, Andrew Tate doesn't really trust him either. Nobody trusts this sneaky. I mean, when a look like a Bruno Mars knockoff, yeah, you can't trust him. No. I mean, the look like a Vietnamese tour guy. No, I don't trust him. Shout out to Marcos. He writes, Sasson or nothing. Let's rid the internet of these clowns. Oh, indeed. Hassan writes, Islam says that men will lose protective jealousy for their women near the end of time. Indeed. You're right that the possessiveness is built into you. I like to think of it as dominance. You either have it or you don't. You can't build that. Right, which is to say, you have the makings of a man or you have the makings of a. And this boy, straight up. Yeah, I really feel like that. Shout out to David. He writes, that's a nice shirt you're wearing. Thank you, brethren. I didn't link this one in the description, but I did link mdblabel.com in the description where you could get this shirt as well as the bean. You did. Shout out to Major Minus. Oh, you sharp, love. I like you. Keep you around. He writes, peace to the saints. Danny writes, peace to the saints. TJ Too Smooth writes, I noticed when Sneak Ho was on Tate's show, he was just doing Andrew Tate impersonations the whole time. Did I say Tate was his daddy? You ever see how a little boy walk just like his daddy? A little boy walk behind his daddy and want to be just like his daddy. His daddy is a superhero to him. And that's precisely what you see with Sneak Ho. Ain't it sad? But here's the sadder part. Before he was in the presence of Andrew Tate, he was doing Andrew Tate impressions. But then he was doing Andrew Tate impressions to deride and to insult Andrew Tate. For this is his nature. It is a feminine nature, a nature of jealousy and weakness, and it shall be further exposed as we progress. Truly sad. Huh? The saint writes, I thought that was cringy and eventually wondered why Tate didn't smack him. LOL. Peace to the saints. Apparently, Tate is a magnanimous man. Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect. I'd have probably had to reach back and invent a new backslap that'd parked him like a Cadillac. Shout out to Sugar Free. Saint DS writes, this is mad weird. You're roasting Sneeko, but Captain Stinky Cock is watching you live on his channel, and he tried to act like he didn't know you. Oh, so the guy who said he didn't know me, he's watching this stream right now live on his channel. How funny is that? Sad. These people lie. They lie. I just rely on the truth because on this side, the truth is good. I like the truth of my life. I like the truth of who I am. You dig? Let's stay focused. Major Mind and Soul writes, please call him Hubie, Saints. Hubie. Joe Cole writes, blue-haired booty bandit is reacting to your content right now. Oh, he's reacting to my live video as I'm live, but he doesn't know who I am. How? How's that possible? So here's Sneak Ho right here. Let's get into this one.
Time went on, but I don't think anyone would change their opinions to the extent that Sneeko did in such a short period of time without having a monetary incentive to do so. It's not a coincidence that he only started wearing these sunglasses indoors after Tate blew up. It's not a coincidence that he started smoking.
Wait, hold on. What we got here? I missed some things. I don't want you guys to miss any of this because we're going to get him.
Here is Sneeko's initial reaction to.
Okay, now listen to this, Saints. Listen and focus right here. Focus. This is his first reaction to Andrew Tate and Tristan. This is how he talked about them off rip. Now, I want you guys to measure this up with my first reaction to Sneeko. I played you my first reaction to Sneeko. What did I do? I said, I want to pronounce his name correctly. I called him a gentleman. I said he's probably successful. All very complimentary things, even though I knew nothing of him. That's how a gentleman, interacts with a man or referencing another man's name whom he doesn't know. You show respect because you're a respectable person. Now listen how he engages his first view of Andrew Tate and Tristan.
Andrew and Tristan Tate when they first started to blow up on social media.
I got the Bugatti, I got the jet.
It's true, but no,
Of course he hates
of
us.
course, but it's just an amazing. I got a jet. I got a see this one. I don't know, man. Like these health.
See, now why is he so mad that they're talking about they have a jet and a Bugatti? Shouldn't you be happy to see someone prospering? I know I am. I'm happy to see Andrew Tate on private jets. Why? Because I've been on private jets. It's great. And he has the top of the line private jets. You heard me? Yeah, top of the line stuff. It's beautiful to see. You see, because I enjoy similar luxuries, I appreciate it, and I'm happy to see him enjoy even greater luxuries. But when you don't, when you're jealous, you have something bad to say. Let's hear what else this hater has to say.
Self-help dudes are just are too full of themselves. Like, why are you yelling about your jet on the podcast?
A few moments later.
People will text me like, "Oh, so you just think like you just like have money and you think you're so good looking and smart and fun, you think you're the man, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bruh, yeah, I do."
Oh, wow, that's really strange. So you just tried to accuse Andrew Tate of being cocky, talking about his appearance and talking about his money and saying he's the man. Then you turn right around and say that you have money and you have a good appearance and that you're the man. It's okay when you do it, but when Andrew Tate does it, it's no bueno. So you insult him when he does it, and then you do the same thing on a live session looking dead into the camera. I see. This is what we call hypocrisy. This is what we call being fake and phony. He has no integrity because he's not a man and he's not manly. And as we talk more, we're going to find out that, like Molestany, he is indeed a sodomite. Huh?
Lack of self-awareness. Somebody like that. It's actually almost an impressive lack of self-awareness. Someone like that. Look at someone like me, as accomplished as I am, with every genetic gift. All right, bro. Like, as accomplished I am, with the genetic gifts of a man and the physical.
I also want you guys to observe something. Observe how Sneeko puts his hands.
All right, bro. Like, as accomplished I am, with the genetic gifts.
You see how Sneeko puts his hand into that common formulation that people will do. Like if you took Toastmasters, which is like a club that teaches you how to do public speaking, they teach you how to do this when you're at ease stance. This is something I saw Sneeko doing. I saw a photo of Sneeko and he was doing this exact thing, which he learned from who? Andrew Tate. Come on. It's sick and sad.
Of a man and the physical superiority of my body. So why are you like, bro? You're wearing a shiny bomber gold jacket with open and sunglasses on?
I got you right where I want you. Look. Go ahead, say cheese.
You look like a video game character. You look like what a 12-year-old would pick as his GTA.
Now, one thing I will say, I thought that was funny. He said he looked like a GTA character. I thought that was funny. That's nice, Sneeko. Very nice, Sneeko. High quality hating, Sneeko. I love it. Oh,
but I think it's pretty obvious at that time.
Wait. You guys are gonna love this. He was just hating on Andrew Tate, right? Right? You guys are gonna love this. This is the guy who was hating on him. Let's see.
That's actually how he felt about them. But here's Sneeko less than a year later.
What color is your Hellcat?
Loser.
I don't know, man.
Loser. He rides up, opens the door. What color is your Hellcat? I'm Hubert. What color is your Hellcat? What kind of loser? Can somebody tell me how much a Hellcat is? I don't even know because it's it's some basic. You heard me? Like that's some basic. Like that don't even register when I'm car shopping. I wouldn't even consider some like that. What the does that cost? I'm pretty sure that I blow that in the space of a month. Somebody tell me what the that costs. $90K? Serious? $90,000 and you with me? Boy, I should whoop your mama's ass. I should beat this out your mama. You think you're flossing in a $90,000 car? You're a dweeb. Wow. You broke some. Oh, not, bro. I got, of my cars, I have one car that could get me two of your cars. Get the fuck
out of here, you bumba-clot, bum broke, booty bandit, butt busting, butt buddy having bum bastard. What?
Looks an awful lot like this, Sneeko.
What color's your Bugatti?
And look, that's clearly a joke. But what's not a joke is the fact that Sneeko intentionally became a
Oh, there he is. Let me enlarge that. Oh, goodness. Wow. No. Marquett, are you saying that Sneeko's trying to become Andrew Tate at such a level where he's like, I'm going to wear Andrew Tate sunglasses. I'm going to stand just like Andrew Tate, my idol, my daddy. Yes, I'm going to smoke a cigar just like Andrew Tate. I'm going to drive up and say, what color is your Bugatti? Except I don't have a Bugatti. What color is your Hellcat? Just like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate starter pack. Engage, Andrew Tate starter pack. But if this don't start a goddamn Amazon product, Andrew Tate starter pack, with all the instructions he followed, this is amazing. Wow. This is a real Xerox bootleg photocopy, Walmart generic ass, dollar store ass version. We got Andrew Fake. Not Andrew Tate, Andrew Fake. Wow. This dude is a loser if I ever saw one. Now, one thing I want you guys to measure up, since he want to measure up with the big dog. Okay, so you sucking another grown man's meat paws, and you're trying to imitate somebody else. You want to dress like them, drive like them, talk like them. Who am I imitating? Who'd I come on the scene and try to be like? Oh, wait. It's the big homie, the one and only. None before, none to come. One of one, you dig? Yeah. And my name ring bells around the world. You hear me? You could go to my neighborhood and various other neighborhoods, and they know the big homie. Sneeko, I doubt we could get across your block and somebody got something good to say about you. He's a loser, boy. Look at you sitting there making a goddamn triangle around your inadequate manhood. Why? Why, my boy? Skinny ass. If you gonna learn from Andrew Tate, why don't your ass learn how to lift up a goddamn weight? You skinny bastard. Little scrawny little devil. Now I see why he had to let his girl go sleep with another dude. You heard me? He couldn't pipe her down right. You heard me? He ain't holding down enough weight. Yeah, he couldn't max her out. Man, send that little raggedy my way, man. I tune her up, send her back happy. You little weirdo.
Omar version.
Wait, time out. Look at this dude. I know a bald hair when I see a bald hair. Why the hairs on this chin look like they came straight off my ball sack? This got a pubic hair transplant into his face. What kind of low testosterone can't grow facial hair? This little ludicrous to think he with me. He got bald hair on his face. This ridiculous.
Of Andrew Tate. Obviously, he changed as time went on, but I don't think anyone would change their opinions to the extent that Sneeko did in such a short period of time without having a monetary incentive to do so. It's not a coincidence that he only started wearing these sunglasses indoors after Tate blew up. It's not a coincidence that he started smoking cigars.
Oh, is that Sneeko now smoking cigars? Come on. This ain't right. This ain't right at all. You see, when I do things, it's iconic and legendary. You heard me? I coin phrases. You can Google me personally. I wouldn't take this level of disrespect and get 30 million plus hits. It's me. I originated that. You heard me? You never became a meme of anything that you thought of. You're just a gimmick. You mimic. That's all you are, little buddy. You're not even a real person, little buddy. You don't all 1 million pounds of that fake don't measure up to 1 ounce of this real huh? Come on now, boy.
Right after Tate blew up. It's not a coincidence that they both sell a $50 a month course on how to make money.
Damn, boy. You selling courses too now? That's wild crazy, because we're going to play a clip of when Sneeko was saying that, oh, selling courses is a scam. Oh, this should remind you of how I roasted Molestany, because he said selling NFTs are a scam. Then he turned around and started selling NFTs. That's why I always remind you, deal with those who have integrity. They can't be bought by the dollar. They can't be influenced by a harlot. I've displayed that throughout an entire lifetime. Before the internet, during the internet, and if the internet cut off, after the internet. I've only been one person my whole life, and that one person is called a boss. This loser is now selling a course after telling people that those who sell courses are fraudsters. And here's the worst part. He said, well, gee, what's Andrew Tate doing? Oh, Andrew Tate's charging $50? Well, I guess that's what I'll do. Nerd out here, man.
Online, despite this being Sneako's initial take on Hustlers University.
You don't need Hustlers Academy. You don't need this.
Oh, and by the way, just shout out to the phoniness that you guys see so consistently. This is the kind of phoniness you see with DJ Fatademics. You heard me? You see with Molestany, Mr. Zestany himself. This is phoniness. Why is it he's trying to act like he doesn't know the name of Andrew Tate's Hustlers University? I mean, you know everything else about Andrew Tate. Sneako, Andrew Tate's penis is 8.5 inches long. I know for sure. Don't ask me how I know. Probably because it's in your goddamn mouth all the time, boy. Trying to act like he don't know the name of it. He gonna call it Hustlers Academy. Listen to the phoniness. Here we go.
Initial take on Hustlers University.
You don't need Hustlers Academy.
Wow. You don't need Hustlers Academy? Oh, so you're pretending as though you don't know what it's called. I get it. I get it. Okay. You're a phony. I understand.
Nico's initial take on Hustlers University.
You don't need Hustlers Academy. You don't need this. If you join my course, don't join a course and expect to learn everything. They're not going to solve your problems. You need to seek out that information for yourself.
5 minutes later.
I want to teach you everything I know about how to make money online. From the back end, from the editing side, from Photoshop, how to freelance.
I make a lot.
Hold on, bruh. Hell nah. So he was just saying, did you hear that too? Did you hear him saying you don't need a course to teach you how to do this, this, and this? And then they like cut to the next clip. Hey, I'm going to teach you everything I know about making money online, how to do Photoshop. I was like, bruh. And then your broke ass is walking down the street in New York. Like, that don't look boss to me. That don't look player to me. You heard me? Yeah, like, if you want to look player, go check out my Instagram and like scroll your dumb ass through all them countries I've been through and then click on Monaco and see me at the same place that, you know, Kanye West be at when he's in Monaco, and then go to Italy and hit Positano and see me staying at the same place that Kevin Hart was at, and then scroll through and look at Saint City, Las Vegas, and see me staying in a suite better than Neo's. We're neighbors, buddy. You ain't on my level, you broke bastard. Over here talking about, I'll teach you everything I know about making money. First, make enough money to get you a foreign. Yeah, get you a foreign whip and a foreign. And when you do that, then you'll be on my level. At the entry level, though. You heard me? At the entry level. Next thing you know, this gonna have an Amazon Saint Center starter pack. This gonna be out here wearing all my talk about Peace of the Saints, because that's how these guys are. They hop on whatever dick is jumping. You heard me? Whoever appears to be popping, they just hop on that. This dude's a nerd. Now, here's the funny thing, Saints. I want you guys to start challenging these guys who say they're helping men and say, how, Sway? How, Sway? Oh, somebody put that was a troll. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that makes sense. Here's the thing. When I say that I help men and women and children and families, I can take you through a whole career of that having been the case. I can start when I was working at an after school program in LA. The youngest employee that they ever had on payroll, earning awards. I can then take you to doing Teach for America in the worst schools in America in Baltimore, Maryland. I can then take you to me founding multiple nonprofits to help impoverished families in Baltimore, Maryland. And then I can take you to an additional nonprofit I started to help troubled male youth in Baltimore, Maryland. And then I can take you to a number of corporations with offices around the world giving salaries to people who need it. I can take you to me getting awards by the Global Good Fund for my altruistic works in the field of education globally, not in America, but around the world. I can take you to a number of things. Oh yeah, and also distinguished alumnus of the Johns Hopkins University. How do you get an award of being a distinguished alumnus of one of the best universities in the world? It's from actually doing things to help people in the real world. It's not from babbling on the internet. You losers come on here and babble on the internet and like that's your full-time job. That's cool. But don't ever measure up your to me because I'm actually doing things in the real world. You're just trying to collect people's money. And the reason we know this to be the case, what do? Selling courses, that's no good. You don't need a course. Oh, by the way, I'm selling this course for $50. We don't believe you. You have no integrity.
Money online, back end, from the editing side, Photoshop, how to freelance.
I make a lot of videos on scammers and fake gurus, but even my take on courses in general isn't even close to as extreme as his take before his grift started. Even if you're Sneako's biggest fan, you should still be able to admit Sneako is essentially just Taco Tate.
Bro, stop calling me Taco Tate. Stop calling me.
Oh, why they call that man Taco Tate? Taco Tate, is he Latino? He doesn't look Latino to me. Looks like Bruno Mars to me. Knockoff version.
Without them ever having any sort of concrete and solid evidence.
That's exactly what it is.
See, I would have bet $1,000 that's conspiracy theories. Now, I'm not a very conspiratorial and the conspiracy narratives.
Me, like not wanting to have kids have to do with my vaccination.
Because now let's go into the next piece with Sneako. This one you're gonna love. Can you guys imagine a guy like Sneako who weighs about the same weight as a Taiwanese hooker? A guy like Sneako, skinny as he is, getting tough and gangster. Can you imagine gangster Sneako? Can y'all imagine gangster, what's his name, Hubert? Gangster Huey? Well, here we go. Here we go. Yes, we have Gangster Huey here. I don't know who this cat is, but he dissed the out of Sneako. This looked like he's the last member of the Bee Gees. Look like he's a Jesus Christ lookalike. This dissed the out of Sneako while wearing a jacket that says moist. He got his unzipped with no chest hairs and dissed the out of Sneako. Here we go.
And showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately, I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive loser you are. Because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree, it's become like an Armageddon in your brain.
Damn.
3 months, you have continued to melt down about this.
This makes perfect sense because Sneako's a bitch, okay? Here we go. This is Sneako's reaction to the Jesus Kid basically roasting him, right? Jesus Kid did a little roast. Sneako got hurt as he does, just like he got hurt when I spoke some facts. He got hurt. Check this out. Shout out to the ballers. He writes, when did it become cool to listen to cucks? Bro, I'm still trying to figure out. Like how, I don't even like my girl making eye contact with dudes. Your girl's getting by dudes and you're right next to her. I'm just imagining him holding her hand like she giving birth, holding her hand for moral support while she getting railed. He wiping sweat off her forehead and while she getting blew out. I'm just imagining she gets skeeted on. Sneako's there just like, let me get that off. Sneako cleaning the skeet off of her face. Disgusting. Unreal. Now here's Sneako after the hippie ball, the boy that looked like he in the Bee Gees. Ha, 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 staying alive. You can tell by the way I walk. I'm a lady. You ever heard that? That is a classic, huh? Anyways, the from the Bee Gees then diss the out of Sneako, and this is his reaction. You wouldn't believe it. Check this out.
Day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers.
Oh, he didn't turn into Andrew Tate again. There's Sneako with the cigar. He's back on his Andrew Tate. Okay.
Over. So I was joking with them, saying like, "Oh, you guys must have just stopped the cuties watch party."
Wait, what kind of weirdo? Why is he dancing with the clapper in his hand? This boy weird as hell. Let me tell you how much of a Sneeko is. He got the clapper on camera. First off, real ones don't do that. You don't show the clapper on camera. That's called self-snitching. You heard me? I trust all the alphabet agencies that, they enjoyed that video. You heard me? They might use that in what's called the court of law, you dumb. This boy is AR Ab right now. He's DJ Vlad to himself. You heard me? It's quite sad. And what kind of a goofy, moronic, effeminate, immature little boy are you when you have a firearm and you're dancing with it? If you did that in private, you'd be a weirdo. But then you do it and stream it in front of 100,000 people, you're a real dumb, okay? Okay? This dude's a nut, not in a good way or a scary way. Because he got the clapper. We know he got the clapper. I still say he's the kind of guy to get his ass kicked while holding the clapper. Because he ain't going to bust it. You heard me? You got a legal pistol that you won't bust. So what you got it out for? Little nerd. Now let's look at this clown.
Over there at Sneeko's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way. So he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me.
Wow.
So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
Now let me ask you guys something. Did your ass get flamed so bad? You're like, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna kill this nigga. Give me the gun. Give me the strap. Yo, you in Tampa? Where you at, yo? I'm pulling up. Like, your ass got flamed so bad that you want to kill him. This crazy. This man got flamed so bad, he's on the internet dancing with a gun. What the kind of? Come on, man. How are there? This got fans. Anybody can have fans. I'm about to start up an Instagram for my left nut, and my left nut. His name is Harry, and then my right nut gonna open an Instagram too. His name is Barry. So we're gonna open up 2 different IGs. Maybe they could get some fans. I mean, anybody can do it now. This is ridiculous.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my.
What an idiot. Now he's trying so hard to be Andrew Tate, the tough guy, weapons and cigars and all this stuff. But he clearly doesn't have a significant amount of experience with firearms because only stupid black rappers use the term clip. People who have handled firearms know that this is called a magazine, my dear boy. That's called a magazine. Moreover, who cares that you have a magazine? You ain't gonna do it, you scary bastard. Sick and sad.
My clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are only.
Is this dude on drugs? For the people who said he's a Muslim, this guy got to be high. No. That I've seen a lot of crackheads in my day. This is on meth. He's on a Molly, a perk. This is lit. This is not sober behavior. This is not normal. By the way, shout out to Hector. Comes in by a PayPal. He writes, "Peace to the saint. Sneeko switches to whatever is convenient. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to switch genders next." You heard me? I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. I want you guys to mark my words. Marquett is the first man who has pointed out that Sneeko is a cold homosexual. I'm the first one, okay? You remember who said it first. You heard it here, folks. Breaking news. Shout out to Ray. He writes, "Sneek a hoe and a half." Yeah, he is indeed a hoe and a half. You ain't never lied. Ray comes right back. He writes, "Sneeko looked like a bulimic Samoan." True story. I like that. I like that. Indeed. Coming in via CashApp. Shout out to Johnny. He writes, "Super chat in the live chat. Please post that again." Justice, if you see Johnny, he wrote a super chat. He sent the money via CashApp. Just post it on the screen. If you see Johnny, come back up. If anyone else sees it, please repost it. Justice writes, "Peace to the Saints. He'll only fight people he knows he'll beat. And I can assure you, he ain't beating me." You heard me? No, sir. And furthermore, just to keep it real with you, when it's beef, if somebody disrespected me, ain't no fair one anyways. You heard me? Straight up, ain't no fair one anyways. But I tell you what, Sneeko, because I look at you as a little boy and I'm here mentoring you right now, I'm mentoring you remotely, pop or apologize. You heard me? Pop or apologize. If you apologize, say, "Daddy Marquett, I apologize. I'm gonna follow the straight path and I'm never gonna mention your name in vain." Then I'm gonna forgive you and let you go. Or pop, turn up the beef. You heard me? But trust me, you don't want that. You do not want that, you nerd.
Clips I'm watching, you were?
Now, the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream, I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said, watch my.
Now, here's the funny thing. You got a that looks like, a member of the Grateful Dead, and he's roasting the out of Sneeko. This part I particularly enjoy. Check this out.
Mags, not there is not clips. These are mags.
Fair enough.
They're mags, not clips. You absolute dummy. The same way that this is also.
Now, just real quick, Sneeko probably is familiar with this experience that we just witnessed, right? So Sneeko pulled out his magazines and he pulled out his little clapper, right? Which we know he ain't got the heart to bust. So he pulled out his little clapper. Then the white boy is like, oh yeah, say hello to my little friend. He pulled his clapper out. His way bigger. Now I know Sneeko, when he saw this, he was having a flashback, and when he was doing a swinging party. You know what a swinging party is? Swingers party? Mm-hmm. What is that? Oh, you nasty girl. Anyways, yeah, so Sneeko and his girl at the swingers party, right? He pull out his little meat. He pull his little frail ass meat out. Then the white boy come up, say hello to my little friend. Having flashbacks of that whole right now. He's like, damn, this is familiar. I pull out the little gun, you pull out the big gun. This is familiar. I can't quite place it. Hubert is a loser, man. Carry on.
A mag. They're all mags. Stop saying
my boy over here with the long hair don't care, just disrespectful. Oh, Sneeko.
I'm a 4-time kickboxing champion. I've got a Bugatti.
Take this video as a
Oh, wait, is he still hating on Tate? Damn. It never ends.
I'm a 4-time kickboxing champion. I've got a Bugatti.
Take this video.
Now, the thing that I trip on is his impression of Tate is so damn good. It lets me know how much he really watches and absorbs and observes Andrew Tate just like with such intensity. Because that was a damn good impression, right?
Who started off with a promising career, but now is the laughing
Now
stock
look at
of
this
the
dude. He was a
Nico,
nerd.
aka Sneeko.
Wait, what's up with this dude's lips?
With a promising
man?
career, but now is the
Big
laughing
ass
stock
lips.
of the
Hold on.
internet. Nico,
Where?
aka Sneeko.
Oh, hell nah. Hey, look, listen to me. And I don't care if it's humble or not. I've been a fly nigga my whole life. You heard me? If you track back to the 3rd grade, I look exactly the same, plus hair, flyered in the same person the whole way through. This then went through a whole damn transition. What in the up haircut is this? No, I'm done. What in the this look like a fuck? I'm trying. This guy. This is Revenge of the Nerds. What in his mind? Why he look like he don't actually speak English though? Right here, right now, he look like he does not speak English. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Built his reputation as a creator who fearlessly spoke his mind and shared his life experiences in a relatable way. But as his popularity grew, so did the controversies that dogged his career. I don't want this to be too long of a video, so his
side character.
Nico launched and to upload commentary.
Wow. This boy's an actual loser. Oh, check this out. If you want to know a Sneeko, a snake, listen to this.
And he worked with them, but he got fired after one YouTube video.
Solution, boys. Here's what we do.
I talked about this in a video. Like I made an expose right after I got fired. I was tight. I didn't have any subs at the time. I had like 27K, but I made like a Mr. Beast exposed video trying to like get some redemption from it, and it only got 30 views. I took it down in 10 minutes. Mr. Beast was one of the 30 views, and so like bro, we don't really talk anymore. We went from.
Now, what kind of a snake are you to where a guy gives you an opportunity, he fires you because you're a lazy sack of shit, a selfish, lazy sack of shit. Then you turn around and make a video disrespecting that same guy, and then he sees the video, and now here you are talking about like, oh yeah, we're not really cool because of that. Well, of course you idiot. Of course you're not cool because of that. You backstabbed him. That's called backstabbing. Any of you guys ever been betrayed by a loved one or a family member or a friend? That's Sneeko. This is the kind of that if he's your friend or family member, you better watch your back. And you don't need enemies because you got this guy, a friend of me. What a clown. And here's the worst thing. He'll do anything for views. He just told you guys that he was working with a guy, got fired, and he said, I only had 30,000 subscribers, and he obviously wanted more. And so he put out this video on a guy who tried to help him just to get followers. That's sad. That's sad.
Like being possible friends and stuff like that. So like me doing that up the relationship forever. We're never.
He said, quote, me doing that up the relationship forever. That's because he realized you're a snake piece of shit. And by the way, shout out to Real One. Shout out to Fresh and Fit, because when they heard these weirdos, these sodomites speaking up on me, they're like, yeah, that's my friend. And went on to the next topic. You dig? Shout out to the real ones.
Ever going to be able to be friends after that, I don't think. I f***ed it up.
After his firing,
you did f*** it up, you idiotic ass loser. Oh, saints. And then he started making Andrew Tate content. Actually, you guys may have noticed that all his content now is basically Andrew Tate content. He's just imitating Tate. But I want you guys to notice a couple of things. We're gonna go on. We're gonna start getting into his immorality. The Muslim guy who lets his wife get banged out by weirdos. We're gonna get into that in a second.
Therapist.
The internet after this unanimously took Charlie's side.
Now, forever, if you look up the word cuck, I feel like they should always have Sneako's face next to it, given the fact that he's pretty much become the most attributable.
Oh, wait, this is interesting. So people say Sneako's a cuck. People also say Destiny's a cuck. They were on Fresh and Fit sitting right next to each other, agreeing with everything the other person said, and they both have gay stories. And we're going to get to Sneako's gay story shortly. Now, all I'm saying is, Sneako, come out the closet, bro. Come out the closet, bro. That's all I'm saying. Come on, man. Just keep it real. Just be yourself. We got a 3-sentence Bible. Did I tell you I wrote a 3-sentence Bible? I did. It's a 3-sentence Bible, 3-sentence Quran. Sentence number 1, be yourself. Sentence number 2, be good to yourself. Sentence number 3, be good to good people. He needs to focus on sentence number 1, be yourself. He's having challenges here. He's having some challenges with that one. Here we go. And here's Abba and Preach. And while we're on this, I do want to, give a message to Abba, whom I want to make sure I'm addressing the correct person. This is the East African fella. Because I saw that you were being used by Destiny or Molestiny. Zestiny brought you on his live stream because he want to bring on another black guy. They often do stuff like this. They want to put the black guy against the black guy, which is funny because Destiny is a racist and most of his followers are racist. But he brings you on off some bootlicking, and then he plays a clip of me, and then he tries to get you to badmouth me, right? Tries to get you, a black guy, to say what he wants you to say. He basically tried to turn you into Kamala Harris. And it seemed like you wanted to speak up. I don't know if the clip was cut up or what the case was. I really didn't mind too much of it. But one thing I want to say to the entire internet is that when you were having your issue with Fresh and Fit, who are my friends, and I was going to make a video and mention your name, I sent you a DM on Instagram. I said, hey, I'm going to make this video. I'm going to mention your name. If you need to come and represent yourself, if there's anything you need to say to me, if you have an issue, let me know now. That's what men do. I didn't do it on the internet. I did it one-on-one, direct to you, Abba, which is to say I talked to you before things went public. That's what bosses do. That's how men interact. What I'm saying to you now is don't have my name in your mouth and don't disrespect my name. I'm not one of these internet nerds. I know you guys have some situations with people speaking ill of your wife, people asking for fades and all that other stuff. I'm different. I'll say everybody in your family, mean it. I won't take it back. I'll talk greasy about you. I'll beat both of your asses and I get you hurt in real life. So I'm respectfully saying, don't bring me up again. You heard me? Because I don't respect the fact that you ain't come at me man to man off rip. You dig? Don't bring me up again. Now, carrying on. I hope you can respect that. And if you make a video, I won't be making a video playing with you. Carrying on. But I'm going to use this video y'all got. So thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it in a real way.
To be honest, my man, I think it's a cry for help. You think Sneako's lost? Or like
There's
lost his
some
mind?
there's something going on.
If you guys aren't aware, Sneako.
What other straight guy has so many half-naked photos of himself?
Now,
you want to talk about
again, birds of a feather flock together. Check this out. I said Sneako's a weirdo. Here's the evidence. I don't just speak about it. I'm gonna show you. Here's the evidence.
About everyone else's sexual activities and how not straight these guys are. Meanwhile, you had a dude tickling your balls while you were smashing a girl. That's pretty sus to me. I mean,
what other straight guy has so many half-naked photos of himself?
Yeah, this is weird. Like, what? I don't know what that's about. And also, bro, if you're gonna take your shirt off, please get your weight room together. Please, Sneako, please. Carrying on. It looked like a vegetarian out here.
He was jerking off in front of a male photographer, laying next to another half-naked photos of himself. He was jerking off.
Yeah, this guy has his hands on his meat with a male photographer. You guys might, if you saw the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, did you see the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary on Netflix? It's actually kind of interesting. It's weird though, because dude was gay, and he was like, it's long story short. But anyways, he would recruit other gays by asking them if they want to do a photo shoot, and so it'd be a naked photo shoot, like this dude right here is doing a naked photo shoot with another dude. Me personally, I couldn't do it, my boy. I couldn't do it.
In front of a male photographer, laying next to another man.
Whoa, why is he in doggy style? We know that position. I've seen that position. Why is he in doggy style, spread even with his butt crack open? I couldn't do it. No way. This boy is in doggy style on his actual knees right now, getting his knees dirty. This is outrageous. And why he look like Sneako, stop looking at me. Don't make eye contact with me from that position. What the is wrong with this boy? Oh, hell no. He greased up too. Why is his face shining like that? What did he rub into his skin? I'm concerned. Oh, no.
Man's ass. As a kid, he wore his sister.
Whoa. No. What in the adopted family? His family looked like a family that Angelina Jolie would adopt. This is some hut-looking ass right here. Wow. You know how Angelina Jolie, they like adopt like little black babies, little Asian babies. This is good. This would go under the Asian category, I think. I don't know. But what the is up with this boy's hair? Is that a goddamn hair tie? Oh, no, that boy looking funny. Why everybody in his family look whatever? Carrying on.
Dress. Did I mention he was touching his?
Yeah, look, this is Sneako right here, just rubbing on his meat while a dude is like, yeah, that's right, Sneako, give it to me, get passionate, yeah, squeeze it, Sneako. He's probably calling him Hubert. That's right, Hubert. That's right, Huey. This is sad, sick.
Peter in front of a male.
How you gonna be like? I know the photographer was like, hey, Hubert, you can wear your underwear. You don't have to be naked. He's like, I'm not naked. Don't worry. I'm wearing my chains. Like, this dude, weird as hell.
Photographer.
And so while I'm like hitting it from the back, he lays down on the floor.
Okay, now listen. All right, I want you to listen to this part. This guy says he's straight because you know how you said you wouldn't date a guy who's bisexual, right? He says he's straight. But listen to this story. I'm going to turn this up. Goddamn it. Listen to this story.
Touching his Peter in front of a male photographer.
And so while I'm like hitting it from the back, he lays down on the floor and starts licking her. Think about the logistics, like
Wait, what you say, Sneako? Wait, what you say? He says, I'm hitting it from the back, and he lays down and starts licking her. First off, the dude that did that was on a higher level of gay. That was probably molesting himself. I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually molesting he's referring to. But here's the weird thing. And for all my normal, mentally healthy heterosexual men, I just like to say, I don't like my meat out around animals. You heard me? I don't want my meat out around wild animals, domestic animals. I don't want my meat out around other dudes. I don't even want dudes to be around within hearing range. You heard me? Because me, when I bust one, I be like dramatic, like, I don't even want them to hear all that shit. It's not necessary. You hear me? It's not necessary. I need some walls and some cement and some soundproofing when I'm I don't need nobody ear hustling what I'm doing. See, I don't even like dudes hearing me. You heard me? This guy is saying that he's maxing a girl. Well, he ain't maxing her out. He poking. Hubert. He's poking, and another dude is underneath the girl that's doggy style giving her oral. We all know it's impossible to give a girl oral while she's getting penetrated doggy style without your nose being on another guy's nutsack. We all know it's impossible. Your nose is probably on the dude's meat, and his nutsack is just resting on your eyebrows, resting on your forehead. This is weird. I guess weird wouldn't be the word. This is gay, okay? Carrying on. Let's hear it.
His head is like it's like 6 inches, like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now here's the weird thing. He felt the need to elaborate and to like paint a picture for you. Why? Why did he feel the need? Like, just in case you thought this was heterosexual, nah, this is gay. His forehead was right under my balls. It's like, bro, we didn't ask you all that. What the is wrong with you? And these two dudes that's interviewing him, what the is wrong with y'all? As soon as he'd have said that right there, I'd have called my assistant. Hey, get Sneeko shoes. Bring his shoes over here. My assistant like, I thought you don't want shoes on the carpet. That get the out of here. Who in the is still sitting here having a conversation with boy after he done basically said I had my ball sack on another man's forehead? Now let's be real here. If another man is under this girl and you take your meat out, was it like fall into that dude's mouth? I don't know. I think he left that part out. I think he took his meat out and fall into that man's mouth and molesting gave him brain. I'm just saying, this is what I think happened. It's sick and it's sad. Oh man. Pause for the call. Shout out to Carter. Comes in with tuition via CashApp. Thank you to the men standing up. Shout out to Ishmael. He writes tuition. Shout out to Austin. He writes Alexa, play Wanksta by 50 Cent. You feel me? This is the fakest dude. Now, can we remember for a second? This is the guy who pulled out the gun on the live stream so he could look like a tough guy. So the tough guy with the gun and the I'm Andrew Tate, I mean Andrew Fake with the cigar, that tough guy is also putting his ball sack on another guy's forehead. Nah, this ain't adding up to me.
It's like 6 inches, like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie. The stuff
that's mad weird, yo. And it gets weirder though. That's like the part that concerns me is like, I'd respect it if no, actually I wouldn't respect it. No, I can't lie there. I would not respect it. But here we go.
The arrangement.
Here we go. This boy's got problems. So here it is. Somebody said he minimizing her out. I feel you. So I don't know who these two dudes are, but God bless them. They are very tolerant young men. I really couldn't with all this, like I have something called morals, dignity, decency, and principles. As soon as he did share that story, nah, Sneeko, you gotta get the up out of here, but I can't be associated with this shit, okay? Now let's hear the story of how Sneeko became a cuckold, why he started sharing his girlfriend with other dudes that he doesn't know.
This is the problem. Listen. The arrangements of our open relationships, like I can go and like once in a while use a condom and like, one night stands, whatever. And then she can go on dates, but she doesn't have sex with them. She just likes to.
First off, you sound delusional. Why is your girlfriend going on dates just to go on dates? That doesn't sound quite right. And we already knew he was lying off of rip, because how does it start from she goes on dates to we're in a swingers club and she's getting by another dude? That doesn't add up. Furthermore, I can tell you with great consistency, every female I've ever dealt with never wanted to deal with another guy. I got chicks, they don't even want to shake another guy's hand. You heard me? But he's letting his girl get smashed. This is weird. Let's go through it. It's quite sick.
Be taken
How
out
did
of
you
date.
negotiate that out of curiosity?
Because that's
what state is this? This is New York.
It's New York, yeah.
You move it?
Watch out.
Sneeko the kind of guy, like you invite Sneeko to a party and his girlfriend is a whore. You like, hey Sneeko, bro, you pulling up to the party, bro? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna come to the party. I'm top G. I'm gonna be there. And you're like, that's great, Cobra Fake. Anyways, is your girlfriend coming to the party? He'd be like, my girlfriend. Yeah, is your girlfriend coming with you to the party? Yeah, my girlfriend, she's gonna be there. And you be like, oh, that's what's up. Hey, Sneeko girlfriend coming, Sneeko girlfriend coming, choo choo. We run. You know what a train is? What's a train? Oh yeah, train is transportation. That's true, my love. But in the States, if you run a train on a girl, that means that you know how trains have different cars lined up one after another. You run a train on a girl, that means guys line up one after another. That's what happened to Sneeko's girl. They always love when Sneeko bring his girl to the party because everybody's getting laid. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Yes, I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Cool. It took a while to get there, but currently that's the arrangement and it's working pretty well. But I thought like that's not completely fair. Like I got to do what I want. So we
feminine. He says that's not completely fair. I get to do what I want. So, what about her? What kind of a loser would say such a thing? Furthermore, it shows his effeminate nature because why would a male think that a female wants the same privileges that we have? We have different inclinations. This guy's a sick cuck beta male. And here's the worst thing about the manosphere, as you would call it. A lot of these internet dudes, sadly, we have the guys who are purporting to be alpha males or leaders. These guys are actually the problem. These guys are actually the weirdos. Come on now.
we went to a couple different sex parties.
Oh, word.
So,
What
yeah.
fuck is
and
going
so,
on?
You're saying well, like you didn't bring me to a glory hole club.
I know, but we went. Wait, what the? No. Oh, these dudes are weird. Oh no. Do you know what a glory hole is? A glory hole, I think this is what it is. I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is what it is. In a men's bathroom, they put a hole in the wall. You put your penis through the hole, and somebody on the other end sucks your penis. Or I don't know what. Maybe they suck. Maybe I don't know. They do something to it, right? But the thing that messes me up, you don't know who's on the other side of the wall, right? Or maybe they didn't do it through a wall. Maybe they have the separate stalls in the bathroom. Maybe they just put a hole and put it to the next bathroom toilet. And it was I don't know. This stuff is weird, but basically Sneeko's looking at the fat black dude and he's like, don't act like you didn't invite me to a glory hole party. What kind of sick sexual perverted things are they doing? These boys are Hollywood, man. You know how they do all this sick demonic stuff in Hollywood? Yeah, this is weird, man. This stuff is concerning. Deeply concerning. Wow. Shout out to Paul. He writes, peace to the saints. Greg writes, Sneeko just regurgitates everything Andrew Tate says. True story. And thinks he's actually intellectual, right? There's a lot of these dumb on the internet. He writes, this guy is a social chameleon. Shake my head. Peace to the saints. I prefer the term two-faced, dirtbag, liar, fraudster, scammer, idiot. Those kind of terms are accurate as well. Saint JMG writes, peace to the saints. Flawless victory. As always, indeed. A million to know. He writes, I've been meaning to ask you if you're ready for if you've read any of Ayn Rand's works. Yes, indeed. She has what is it? Something, the epistemology of, I think it's called The Morals of Selfishness or The Morality of Selfishness. I forget. It's been a while, but yes. And of course, Fountainhead and the classics. But yeah, I got into some of the deeper epistemology. I just can't remember. It's been too long. But yeah, she's a clever character. Not attractive, but clever. Shout out to Greg. He writes, yo, these dudes got to stop watching so much. Dude, and that's why I said Sneeko is a lost boy. He is a representation of what happens if you were raised by an iPad. See, think about the depth of what I said. He's raised by an iPad. His parental love didn't exist. He got it from the iPad, looked for his daddy on the iPad. His sexual gratification didn't come from a girl in the real world. You saw how weird he was looking, like a little gremlin, a little troll. So he had to get his sexual satisfaction through the iPad, which is to say he's a part of the generation. And a lot of these guys are homosexuals and closeted weirdos because they grow up watching things that are unnatural, watching transgenders and lady boys on the internet. And I know that the world has changed in a sick way because recently I was looking for an image for a thumbnail for an upcoming live session that I have. And I think I typed in foreplay, right? I typed in foreplay and Google populated an image of two guys. It's like, how do guys foreplay each other? It's like, that didn't even make any sense. But the point is, they're trying to push this stuff out, and he grew up in this era. And that's why he's perverse. He's broken. I mean, it's just what it is. He's broken. Shout out to Xavier. He writes, Sneeko was pretty much acting like a leftist, then was clowned by other leftists for doing what they promote. Yeah, isn't that funny? And truth be told, a lot of these internet manosphere dudes are leftists. Greg writes, yo, these young, okay, got you. Appreciate it. Caught up. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Tyreek, comes in via Cash App. He writes, Peace of Saints, you got me crying, Quet. Appreciate you. Carrying on.
I didn't participate though.
Nah.
You were participating now?
Yeah, I mean, instead of just watching up the side, I was like, let me. Hold on, let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back. So
no,
you were
around naked.
Sword fight?
No.
I never heard that term. He said naked niggas. He said, you were around naked. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to be around naked. I mean, just since that's the term y'all use, I don't want to be around naked. But there's levels to right? There's a level of being around, which I don't want to be around that level. But nah, he was at a deeper level. Like, he got under his ball sack. He got smashing his girl. Like, there's levels. You ever been around naked? That's good. That's good. Don't you ever. It's not the way to go. Holy
What? Are you around naked men?
You was in Israel?
Yeah.
I like how he said, yeah, twice. I'm going to replay that. Beautiful.
Well, no, what?
Are you around naked men?
You was in Israel?
Yeah.
You was in Israel?
He was like, yeah. Woo, this boy keeping it a buck. These boys keeping it a buck if I ever saw it. Wade writes, they talking about the big homie renting whips. I met the big homie in real life. Talk to him. Ain't nothing fake. Talk to him. Walk through Saint City like bosses. Talk to him. I'll be in Saint City Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully you're back in the country. Peace of the Saints. I almost forgot. Oh, by the way, not only has Wade met me, probably a bunch of the people in the chat have met me because I host conferences and my lifestyle is real. They've been to hotel room, hotel suites, penthouses, presidentials, where you literally have a personal gym in my suite. I got suites with 2 living rooms. Bro, you can't fake the things that I do. The hate is real, but I want you haters to do a better job, okay? Because here's the thing. Making up lies is you're never gonna prosper. I've had hundreds of people come to Saint City, see the Rolls Royce, see the supercars, see the penthouses. I take 10 people out to dinner. We go to a restaurant where they bring out the cutlery in a wooden box and you get to choose different steak knives. You heard me? Each steak knife costs over $400 and you pick it. And I'm paying the tab for people, thousands of dollars. My lifestyle can't be faked. It's impossible. You dig? And I apologize. I don't want to have to get into this kind of talk. I don't want to sound cocky, but people don't want to hear the facts. God damn it, I got to share. Shout out to Ghost. He writes, peace to the Saints. Thank you for your assistance in creating my product. I'm working on listing it now. Marquett, I truly respect your contribution to this world. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. They hate bosses, man. They don't want to see a young one shine, man. They don't want to see a real one shine. Why?
You a totally different. No cap.
Yeah.
We did it. We did it. Guy when you brought him to the top floor of
I didn't
the
go
sex
to the top
dungeon.
floor.
You go to Glory Hole Club. That was 7%.
Did we go?
He said you went to a glory hole club. First off, I never heard of that. Like, goddamn, this is some weird Jada Pinkett, Will Smith stuff. He said it was 70% men. Damn, that means some of y'all sharing these women or sharing each other. The math ain't mathing. You heard me? Yeah, I can't calculate that. That's turbo weird.
Bisexual. So it's like I kind of feel like she's putting on a show a little bit. So
What? Y'all both knowing that it's happening.
So it's never behind your back anymore.
Okay, now look at how Sneeko has this confused ass look on his face. Look at how he has this confused ass look. Shout out to the Lady Saints. Look at this. Look at his face. This is a face of someone who's uncertain of themselves. This is the face of a boy who's asking, he's like, oh, do they think I'm cool? Am I embarrassing myself? He's deeply insecure and uncertain. This is that face. Look at this face.
So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make.
What? That was gay. No, that was extremely gay. I got to rewind so you can get all of the gayness. That was gay. This boy said, well, if my girlfriend's going to f another guy, well, God damn it, by golly, you better be sure. Me, Hubert, Andrew Fake, I need to be there and watch it. You know, and if he's going to f my girl, I need to make sure he's wearing a condom. Hey, buddy, don't you put it in so deep. You're hurting her. Can't you see you're hurting her? She doesn't like that. Are you okay, baby? Are you okay? Hey, stop being so rough. What kind of weirdo talk? If my girl's gonna be cheating on me, at least I'm there to watch it. What? What the? That's concerning. Nah, love. If you go cheat, do that behind my back. I don't need to watch this. This motherfucker Sneeko probably there off some R. Kelly. He the one holding the camera. His girl getting beat down, he holding the camera. This is ridiculous. Can we make a movie? It's your face. A movie? You funny. Oh, carry on.
She can only go on dates. This is the place where she can exercise the open relationship. Like it should be fair that she can take other. If I'm one of the like,
you're gay, bro. You're gay. I'll tell you why. Here's the thing. This is feminist ideology. The feminist says we're the same. You know, it's cool to be equal, but to be the same is different, right? Like if we're in bed at night and we hear something downstairs and we have someone has to go check, I'll go check. We're of equal value, but I'll go check. That's my role. We're different. We have different strengths, different needs and desires. This guy's all, we're equal. You know, I'm taking extra vagina. She needs some extra D. No, because if you're a boss, she respects you like a boss. And she says, well, you're a boss. No, bosses do what they want to do. You heard me? Peons do what they got to do. And it sounds to me he's acting and thinking like a peon. You heard me? He got finessed by the broad. The broad was like, oh, well, you want to do that? Well, I'm going to do this. And he was like, okay. Nah, that ain't going to rock. You heard me? Because here's the thing. When you're dealing with a woman who is moral and chaste, say you want to sleep with multiple women. This is the nature of a male. If you ask her, like, do you want to sleep with multiple men? The answer generally is no. No, I don't want that. But his girl was like, well, you know what? That saint and that sinner. I want the saint and I want the sinner back to back, or maybe at the same time. You know, his girl is like all the way with it. And you notice another trend, molesting these girls the same way. We saw video footage of molesting these girl kissing another guy on the cheek, licking his cheek, and then molesting ran up like, hey, break it up, break it up. What's the big idea here? Like, these guys are both cuck losers. And here's the thing. When you're a low-value man, which is to say women don't regard you, they don't want you, they don't respect you, you take what you can get. When you're a boss, you take what you want and you take what you deserve. This ball's a loser.
Equality.
That's balance. So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No, you didn't have to jump to that conclusion.
Well,
It's weird as hell. Shout out to Austin. He writes, Sharkeisha.
It's worse if she happens behind my back. Like I don't want it.
It's not. But y'all are both knowing that it's happening, so it's never behind your back anymore.
Oh, I think we just discovered something. Ding, 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 ding. Epiphany. The fat dude, no disrespect to him. I just want you guys to know which one. I guess I can say the guy on the left. Guy on the left. He said, if you guys have agreed to it, you are aware, you know that it's happening. But Sneeko said, but I need to see it. Aha. You're gay. You want to see that. You're gay. You're a cuckold. You get off on seeing another guy wear out your girl. I understand now. You need to see a male penis for you to get off. I get it. I get it. Because everyone else is kind of like, I don't want, you know, but you're like, no, I need to be there. I need to be there. I need to see the pumping and dumping. He's weird.
You got to know.
I gotta see
It don't need to be literally in front of you.
It was literally like this far away from me.
Can you? What? So
Twice, yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, dang, it happened twice? Sneak over there, jacking off, getting ready for it. This Sneako, weird as hell.
How close was it?
That we're on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right here.
on the bed?
Yeah.
On the same bed. Is that necessary? I just would hate for another man's hairy leg to rub up against my leg. You dig? This bro. Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
So what do they call that? Like after the sword club, you get like a
They call that
sweating
odd.
award?
That's what they call it. You're odd. You sat on the bed while she got.
I was there too. I mean, we was both. I got up.
Were you his girl?
I was not for her.
So you just sat there.
Oh no, that's weird, bruh. So you got your girl's getting screwed by some dude, and you're just sitting on the bed doing your best Andrew Tate impression. You're sitting on the bed doing this, just sitting there, smoking a cigar. Your girl getting railed right next to you, like, "Hey man, stop rocking the bed." You try to text and you texted and you try to tweet. You tweet, "Hey man, I can't tweet like this." Rocking the bed. What kind of is this? No, this dude is different, man. I thought he said it was a swingers club. Well, bro, you supposed to swapping. How the there was a swap? Your girl swap out, but you didn't get a girl. You's a weird dude. What he did not make, he over here beating his meat. Oh yeah, get her, man. Get her, man. I can't get her like that. Yeah, lift her up. He over here giving directions and Steven Spielberg. This is weird. Wow.
Indian style with your feet
Y'all both
crossed.
just sat
Well, she was on top of me. She was on, and I was just like not with it. And I
on the bed, his girl getting railed. He laying down, stomach down, with his butt up and his feet in the air. You know when you was a little kid, you lay with your face down, stomach down, butt up, and you like kicking your feet up. He doing that while the girl getting. This is terrible, man.
Saw her and she was like, "Eh." I was like, "That." I just left the room, and then she left too. Like, luckily, I thought she was gonna stay
killer,
there.
dog. Why you leave the room?
But I couldn't. Like, it was. I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like I just started. Could not do it. Could not do it.
So did that get you out of your cheating ways?
What position?
No. It was missionary. Missionary legs up. Like
missionary legs up.
Legs up. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
This is terrible. And it's weird too because there's 4 fellas there, and one of them is Sneako, and then there's 3 black guys. Every last one of them is like, "You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo." They're laughing at you. They're insulting you. They're asking you questions. They're having like big bombastic reactions, but you're still talking and you seem to think this is normal. So to the people who told me, Marquett, leave him alone, he's a Muslim. Could someone like this ever be a Muslim? Are you insane? Hey, come on now. This is a Muslim? This is what it's come to? I think not. I think not. Boy, this kid Sneako.
He's staring at her like in her eyes.
Yeah, like deep eye contact.
Oh,
deep eye contact. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So his girl getting smashed, getting her back blew out, dude stroking her out. Whatever. Just
I didn't believe.
And she grabbed it. She's like, "I want you to me." I was like, "Whoa,
What?
whoa."
What, the toes like this?
The toes?
Yeah,
Was
like
your toe
she had her
curling?
legs straight up. With the toes ever curl.
I'm done. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. This is evil. This is like, honestly, I feel degraded just listening to this perversion. I feel degraded listening to the sick life that he lives. After engaging in this level of filth, how do you associate him with the Deen of Islam? How do you associate him with any religion? How do you associate him with God? This man is the devil. This is devil activity. This is demonic. All religions prize chastity, marriage, morality. This is the opposite of that. Obsolete Television writes, "Gotta love how you're stuck perpetual state of being in the Dunning-Kruger effect with your broke setup, acting like you can't rent or use credit cards." Deep. Gotta is not a word. Gotta, just with love, that's not a word. You know that's not a word, right? English not even your first language. Why he don't know that? Okay, it's weird. Whatever. Anyways, now the funny thing, he says my broke setup. He's saying I don't have a studio with cameras and lights, as though I'm not in a foreign country. That's how dumb some of these people are. That's how dumb. He thought he was trolling me. He's making fun of me because I don't have camera and studio lights in the country of Latvia. That's how dumb some of these people are. But when you have thousands of people watching, at least one or two, they're going to be dumb. It's okay. I still have love for you. And you know what, gentlemen, my parting message to everyone is money is not I have a lot more money than that guy, but money is not the measure of anything. The true measure in your life, remember this, is happiness and peace. Just keep on the cycle of trying to be happier and be at peace in life. That's what life's about. Doesn't matter how much money you do have or you don't have. There are a lot of people who have money and they still end up committing suicide because they're not happy. They're depressed. They don't have happiness and peace.